In order to create smoke simulations with DPIT Effex, there's not much to do actually. So we create a fluid setup, and by default we already have a smoke simulation because we have an emitter that emits smoke here at a rate of 1.0 per second. So all I needed to do actually is play the simulation, and I instantly get a smoke simulation while the smoke is rising upwards here. And this happens because we are also emitting temperature into the fluid domain. And as you know, the hotter the air is, the more temperature we got, the faster any media will rise up. So that's why fire is rising upward, because of its high temperature. Of course, we could also simply remove the temperature by going into the media field, into the media tab of the solver, and we turn it off here, so we only have the smoke simulation or the smoke channel activated. But if we now play a simulation, we don't have much of our force anymore. That's because we don't have a temperature channel anymore acting on the smoke. But we have an additional field here in the solver, which can also generate heat without a temperature channel. So let's put this to 100 Kelvin for the smoke temperature, and we can see now that the smoke starts rising as if there was temperature of 100 Kelvin. So you don't actually need a temperature field to simulate kind of a temperature, but of course it is more accurate if you use a temperature channel for that. So you can also define easily the dissipation of smoke. So let's just increase this so we have a better and faster visual feedback. And if I now increase the dissipation of the smoke, for example, you can see that it starts to vanish at the top. So let's just put this a little higher to 04, and we get smoke disappearing after a certain time. So this is easily done with the settings here in the solver. We can also set some diffusion for the smoke. So let's just put this real high so we can see the effect. Let's turn off the dissipation, and we can see now that the smoke is diffused much more when I set this higher. Now we have some detail, and if I put it in, we get a nice diffusion. All right, so we also have several options here for the simulation of smoke, how it is transported through the fluid domain, if it is a dynamic grid at all, etc. So it's very easy to create smoke simulations in DPIT Effex.